Thanks for joining us for the Member xCite presentation. The Member xCite presentation is informative, interesting to the audience, and showcases the strengths of the presenter as an entrepreneur and their area of expertise. It's not a sales pitch, it's a 10-minute educational and insightful exploration into what they do. And of course, it's exciting.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our xCite presenter today, Mark Grad from Costless Payment Solutions, to present to us on branding tips and tricks. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for it. Mark Grad.
So today I've been asked just to give a couple of words on branding, what branding means. What branding means. What I thought I would do is just start out with a little bit of what I like to include in my branding. With business these days, as you know, we're very much online. So everything we do is online. So with branding, and I'll ask a question in a moment, what I thought was very, very important with being online is to have an online digital business card. So in other words, what's the benefit of that in your business? Quite simply, is forever and ever, it keeps happening as of last week. Walking past someone in the street, oh, Mark, I need to give you a call about da-da-da. So I said, oh, yeah, no problem, Denise, love to help you. What's your mobile number, Denise? So what you're able to do is forward that to Denise via SMS, and it has, so if I open up, Mark, get your eyes working. There. If you open that up, it may be a bit hard to see on my phone screen. It's coming. Bingo. So what it has everything to do with, my branding, has a little bit about me, look what also advertising my BX member, and how they can contact me. So what this is, if Denise has got that in her phone from a branding perspective of mine, is that if she's talking to someone in a coffee shop or a health food shop and they're having issues with FPOS as an example, well, she can then say to that person, well, I've got someone to help you, here's his card, and send it straight through to him. So that's a little bit about branding. We need to make it easy for people to do business with us. Now, you probably know the McDonald's brand, the Woolworths brand, the Coles brand. They leave visions in your mind. So it's very, very important that branding also does the same thing for you. So if we talk about branding, what does branding mean to you, Troy?
Like you said, just making sure you get your name remembered.
Yeah, very much. Yep, getting your name remembered. Yeah, sure. And how about you, Craig? Branding, what does that mean to you?
Branding is about, exactly what Troy said. So that there's something that people will remember you by. So there's some kind of link that you can constantly tie back to.
Some people in this room have probably seen this 1,000 times. It's one of my favourite pieces of branding. And for those who don't know me, what's the Gold Coast 2018 got to do with my branding? For those who don't know me, I was very, very heavily involved. I was sort of the face of the volunteers for the Commonwealth Games here in the Gold Coast. So this here is part of my branding because I was very, very fortunate enough through what I've done with my life that the Gold Coast Commonwealth Games Organising Committee trusted me in who I am as a person. I now include this in my branding because there is some, Gold Dock. It's fairly high up the food chain, even though I'm just Mark. I'm no one special. But that helps me promote my brand and promote who I am. So it's one of my favourite pieces of branding. So to do business successfully, your customers need to know you and need to know what you stand for. I still have people today still have, let me say, confusion, I suppose is the word, exactly what I do. But that comes back to me trying to reinforce my brand on what I do. And obviously, as we all know, like, know, and trust. Can't be any more clearer than that. I'll talk about branding again. I saw this coming down the highway from Brisbane this morning. A car tore past me at probably 150 k's an hour. Some guy driving a BMW of all things. Yeah, those things. Anyway, he had branding all over his car. Someone cut him off. Out of his windscreen came a gesture out of a car that is branded.
Not a yellow.
No, absolutely. And not even mouthing off at someone if you're in a branded car. You could have the best brand in the world and you've just shot yourself in the foot. And I'll be honest with you, if I see someone in a branded car and they cut me off or they do, I'll make sure I never go near them again in my life, even if they want to do business with me. So branding has to be has to be the same to give you the effect over LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google My Business. So I can't stress the importance of having Google My Business branded and ensuring that you're posting the same message across that channel. If you're someone who is time poor, there are some great software platforms where you can just put your post in there, link your socials to it, and it will post them out for you automatically, saving you all that time. Because I know in business, we're very, very time poor in most times. So building trust, very, very important factor. So how a way of doing so is sharing reviews and testimonials. Having someone else speak on behalf of you. Now I know, if possible, video is probably, as Craig would testify, is a great way of getting a testimonial. I know through Google My Business you can't get, it's frowned upon getting someone who doesn't physically know you or has done business with you to talk about how well your business has helped them. So if I wanted to go into Google My Business, I could do a review on Troy as a person, but I can't do a review on Shoebox Books because I physically have not dealt with Shoebox Books, my business. So that comes back to branding, having integrity, honesty, always being seamless, and always promoting the same message. I think it's important that you always create a unique value proposition as well. I think that's a very important factor of your brand. And I think what's just as important, like life, is that you continue to amend maybe that USP or adapt it in some way. And I think a brand is something that shouldn't be set in concrete. I think it should be an evolving sort of situation as time and as certain circumstances change. I also think that it's very, very important now to have a strong online presence. And I think from who we have in the room today, we have people that can actually help you with that as well. So that's pretty much branding. Did anyone have any questions for me about branding? Yes, Denise?
Question, but I have a story about what you were talking about, how important the visual of being, like with the car that you were saying. We were at a particular venue last week, and we had a venue that the owner of the venue speaking about something, and it wasn't that pleasant, and all the people around him heard him, so it damaged his brand just by doing that. It's something that he was upset about rather than quietly dealing with it. It damaged his brand. I think too, the other thing you're talking about, the cars, I've seen other people out, and I know there was a change, like with people in branded shirts and things, say like being out at the hotel late in the thing, they're still representing that brand,
Absolutely.
even if it's after work. So employees, I think, need to be really careful, or employers have to be careful with their employees in doing that, because if they're still wearing their brand out and they're out late, it still impacts that. People remember the brand.
Absolutely, and you don't know who knows who.
No.
And the classic example was someone that when I tell this story very quickly, you'll know who it is. But someone that we know had some somewhat inappropriate photos on his Facebook page, and he's in the HR recruitment business. So, inappropriate photos and recruitment.
And
my
just social, wasn't it?
yeah,
Social photos.
no harm intended, but you can see what you're doing in your social branding can impact on your business as well. And it's very much a case, I think, that we all have our good and our bad days, me included. But I think the days you've just got to be more on guard, especially now, because that first interaction, that first word to come out of your mouth, could be the thing that actually puts, for the want of a better word, a noose around your neck and strangles you and your business. So thank you, everyone. That's my few words. Thank you.